Good morning. Welcome to Options Center. This is a members video. We're going to do Tesla, TSLA. Take a look and kind of update what's happening here. It's still following the same path as the last video. We've hit a lot of our targets that we've been looking for. Now it does look like it's breaking out at this point, but I think that will be a false situation. And we'll take a look at both scenarios, so bull and bear. I will say mostly two bear scenarios, one more bullish one than the other. Okay, so all in all, this is an uptrend on the monthly time frame. This possibly could be a wave 4. If you're a bull, you're looking for this to hold. Okay, we're over the 50. We're over this triangle. We're right at it right now. And so that's why I think we're getting our bounce, but I think that bounce will fail. Okay, momentum indicator 8. So far, we're in a bullish posture, but I think with the market heading downward. Now, weird things have happened. While the market goes down, Tesla could be firing on all, on all engines here, so all pistons, and moving to the upside. And doing weird things. But if this is to follow the market itself and to help move the market down to the downside, then we're looking at this possibly being a fake break here, very similar to here. So on the monthly time frame, we have a close above. But if you look at a quarterly time frame, we're just coming above, and we'll probably get a wick through. Okay, so just explaining on higher time frames, maybe the yearly time frame you look at, it's going to be some sort of rejection wick if this doesn't hold up here. Okay, so this is how we're looking at it. Very simple version where this is an A. We have a B here and a C coming back to that trend line. That would bring us down to the 70 zone. I'll be buying hand over fist at that point. Let's move to the weekly time frame. And on the weekly, here's a different way to look at it. We have, again, just a consolidation area and equilibrium. That's all that this triangle is making. Not necessarily an actual triangle formation for wave 4 and then going higher. That would be the bullish scenario to make new highs. Okay, but again, holding right now, this week, on this weekly candle, we're holding this breakout zone. We're holding the 200 moving average. We're holding the 8 EMA. The momentum is up, trend is up. So far the bulls are in control. Let's see, Elliott wave pattern here. Now, this is the two scenarios for the bearish patterns. Okay, so I'm looking at this being an A. We have our wave B where the peak is here, but this is a 3-wave move up for an A inside of the wave B. ABC for B, the purple. ABC for C. A, B, C for D. And then E and lower. So that's possible. I mean, technically this D can be here. Okay, so this could just drop straight down from there, or give some sort of, visual that this is done. So looking at this a little bit closer, if we continue to move up, then we have some targets to the upside, and this whole thing will be an A, and this was a flat pattern for an A, B, C for a higher move. Let me back this out again so I'll give you the alternate scenario first. So the purple. Okay, so this initial move here would be an A. The alternate would be that this is a flat pattern. A, B, C for deep retracement to the 786 or the 887. And then we get our move to the downside. I think that's less likely. And what I really think is happening, even though it looks like we're breaking this major triangle to the upside, I think we're just at the top of this inner triangle, this wave B. If you just connect this top here for the A, and then to the wave C, and then possible E, or just the A, B, C for the D. We're right at the top of that triangle, and we're holding that resistance. And that also comes into play with this here. So we're at the 62% retracement of this move here. Or that'd be the extension, excuse me. So what we're looking at for the retracement, I had to think about that for a second. So this move, if we add a retracement here to the bottom of this move, then we're at the 786. All right, so that's it's very typical. We're just coming to resistance. That's it. And we're on, if you look at it in this point of view, we're rejecting. And we get above the 262. We have to get above the 262, and then we can look for higher targets. This is an objective short right here. I'm not short because I think the market's going to grind a little bit higher, but this could play around in this area for a while. Or, like I said on the stock market video today, maybe Tesla has a sharp move to the downside and holds down the Qs, the triple Qs, while NVIDIA and the semiconductors hold the market up and grind the Qs to its target. There's a lot of different scenarios that could play out. Maybe it's the small caps that get some traction and drags the market up to its final targets. So either way, I think this is playing out very nicely. I think that Tesla's going to end up down here and then looking for a bounce. Even if this is the end, you'll be looking for a wave 1 and then wave 2 and down. So it doesn't really matter. This should play out if we hold below 262. This should play out as whether it's a DE and then a 1, 2, blah, blah, blah. Then either way, it should the same kind of form here. Okay. And that will just confuse us more down the road for when we're looking for this wave to end. Whether this is a 1, 2 or still the DE, and then you get your 1, 2. Okay. But right now it's to our advantage because it's likely that this is just going to play out either way. All right. Daily time frame. And then we can really end it. I'll just go through these pretty quick. Not much more information at that. So if you just hold these 2 points up here, and then you start missing these wicks here, then really our triangle hasn't even broken yet. You have this point. This is a valid trend line. Touch here, touch here, touch here, and then rejection off of here. So this is still, it can be drawn as this triangle, just not as shallow as the other points. So if you're drawing this as a zone, we're still in the zone. So rejecting off that. This is also the standard deviation move from the point of control. So good area to so I do suspect we'll see this point of control sooner than later. Now on the daily time frame, all of our stuff played out here. We had nice moves here. I didn't think this would get so deep, but neither here nor there. We weren't playing it to that point anyway. We're underneath the 8. We're rejecting off the 8 right now, holding. So we're kind of in neutral position, holding the 20 moving average. You see, we could get back above here and then reject. So a couple different scenarios that could play out. I'm not playing this right now. Anyway, and then just go to the 65. That's really it. So the 65. This is what we had. We had our channel to the upside. We did show our projection up here. We thought we'd hit the top of the channel. Now I know that's a little bit more shallow, so this could be drawn more as a wedge and then broke down. I think their targets are all met. So you saw we bounced off the bottom of the channel, and so that bounce could continue for another ABC for a sharp move to the upside. And all that would say is, if we move over to here, is this, here's our other targets too, by the way. Hit all of these. So this was our 1, 2, and then wave 3. So it could be 4 or 5, or we had an A, B, C up here too. So lots of different ways you can count it, but we hit all of our targets, every single one of them. 786, the retracement from this move here, we hit that 786 and 887. So real deep retracements, but all this, we didn't play into anyway. We're out by this 100% extension here. And that would be the extension of an A, B, and C. Now we're getting some time and price. So we had a bottom on 10.3 here. Get rid of that. And we could show a top on 10.7. That would be turnaround Tuesday. So this could get another little high here. And so what I suspect is that this is a 5-wave move down. So it's an impulse move, and we're just getting a zigzag retracement here, which we'll come back to on this lower time frame. I'll clean some of this up here for the future, but we should get we got a rejection off the 50%. And now by next Tuesday, we should hit probably 62, or even if it wants to go a little bit deeper to the 786 here. So this zone right around 255 to 260. So that's what I got for you guys. Thanks for joining us at Options Center. We'll see you in the next video.